Ebusuya hi exclusive 360 TV and then no first time I be like a video no share no subscribe amaye TGMA ehun sensem na egusu a ekoso na enne nkomo yedini is about Dancegod Lloyd enne omo ba betena show yi so na mo discuss about TGMA na almost omo chese omo performance as a dance group no eboama artist no their performance in helping the artists promote the songs no and na ema artists ni be artists so Dancegod Lloyd so eba show no so bedin komo kakra concern the TGMA say omo exclude dancers out of the TGMA. Also what do you say, do you think say it's good for TGMA to add dance group in the category? Yenko tie conversation no high exclusive content and albania exclusive 360 TV like video ne share ne subscribe and my
see their consent.
Yeah. I'm asking this because unlike other music award schemes where there's a research team that is responsible for finding the entries for the calendar year. I believe that
they have said that they already submit their modus operandi are two. They will open the submission window, and then if you don't and they find your material eligible, they will reach out to you.
Okay, so that's what you mean by the research. But that's not research.
No, but even with the letter,
your material
even with the letter, they said according to their research when it comes to the Asada and Makoma, they have definitely did some research.
And that is a letter drafted by myself.
Okay,
they have a research team.
No, I mean,
they do have a research team.
Then maybe they need to tighten loose ends. They just need to tighten loose ends.
Then we go on to the clarification on category rules, which comes to the entire Asada and Makoma issue, where we believe that both songs did very amazing in the Yanda review, and so both songs deserve to be in the category. But I mean, per their research, they say that per their research, Makoma had more airplays. It went farther. Asada had more airplays. It went farther than Makoma, and so that is the reason why. And there is a rule that they are looking to stand by, that is nominating one song in a category, except a few categories that are named in there. And so that is the reason for that, which it looks like you have a lot to bite on, MC Portfolio, because you have been flipping your papers after and after, but you put your thoughts together. Let me start with Olele first.
Yeah.
When it comes to that particular one, they say it had more airplay, and they're looking to, from this year onward, just nominate one song. Even if you have 10 million songs that are trending, just one.
After 26 years, I think it's time for the scheme to show us the data.
Okay.
I think data is king, and they say men lie, women lie, but data don't.
Okay.
So I think some of these conversations can only be based on the advantage the scheme may have. We may not have access to this data. Because if you say airplay, what technology is teaching us that? Like Tilly did with the Kweku Smoke situation. We say it's a song on the street. He said, okay, bet. I went on the street and I asked some people, they don't know the song. So her technology or her measure or her metric and my metric.
And my data.
Data according to
They differ. I don't know if it was just something that I thought of, but I think back in the day, they used to show us
some charts from subsist stations.
To show even show how the percentages of the votes were distributed, across. But for some time now we haven't been seeing. I think we need to go back to these things so that the scheme can still maintain its integrity. Because if you say a song had more airplay, based on what? Based on what? Because as I said, that was one of the songs that really broke out from the internet, on the streets, on radio, and so on and so forth. Some may even argue that, well, there are songs that did not have the best of airplay, but the streaming metrics were able to compensate that. But everybody is going to be, drawing straws and, pulling out straws because they are working with their own data. So the scheme should be able to tell us. I remember once upon a time, they were working with Good Music, and we had like a report. At this stage of our music industry, we should be able to have end of year reports. Let's see the numbers. Let's also judge and analyze the data, analyze the numbers. So that when we come and sit here, it wouldn't look like somebody has its own personal interests and biases, because portfolio could pull his data from what he sees. He's a wedding MC. He's MC'd a lot of weddings. He can say, based on the weddings that I've MC'd, this song is being, you can't fight him because he's a master. Exactly. I can say, okay, based on the internet, I've seen this song doing so well. Why is it not nominated? But if we have
unified data,
exactly, from an industry powerhouse like the Ghana Music Awards, after 26 years, we won't be coming here to make some of these pedestrian statements, and that should be for me. I
mean, just to give a bit of context, so just to read that particular paragraph, so it says, using King Paluta's Aseda in Makoma as an example, we applied this rule to select the most popular song. Based on our research, including streaming numbers and airplay from 175 radio stations, Aseda was adjudged the more popular choice in both High Life and Most Popular Song of the Year categories. So they're using 175 radio stations and streaming numbers.
I really want, this is a personal request. I want to know the monitoring system they're using, because we know GAMRU for some time struggling to even monitor songs that are being played. How do we know, or how did you come about the fact that this song was so good that it occupied a high life genre or a hip hop genre? I mean, we've come of age. Some of these things we need to be very transparent, because you're going to poke holes. You're going to keep poking holes
every single time.
Exactly. So I think after this year, maybe the board and the academy can consider, really putting out the data forward, so that we can, unless of course they, really.
Unless of course, full stop. Silly.
Yeah. Let me touch a little on the data thing. Yeah. And then now you draw my mind to the topic, so I don't forget the main question and then.
Indeed.
So I think that technology-wise, TGMA has always been about the transparency. Yeah. Especially there was some time ago there was this ominous secrecy clandestine thing with the board. Do you even know the board? Even now,
you just saw the words out of my mouth.
You know the board.
So for the board, I think it's only right they remain anonymous.
No, but why?
Yeah.
Oh, so for more,
so nobody.
Yes, I mean, try lobbying for just to prevent the whole.
That has been the main problem of TGMA, transparency. So, as I keep saying, the omission thing is just to give you a glimpse of what they are using, their thinking. It's just to give you a glimpse of their thinking. But imagine there was transparency, and not just knowing about the board, even that is even the last thing. But the process, the data, as you said. I think that at this point, there should be an entry system on the TGMA or Ghana Music Awards portal, where any artist who drops a song is able to enter the song automatically, and that portal tracks the online streams, it tracks the airplay, and whatever metrics they use. So when you go, you see where your level day.
Yeah. And we could even go there.
Yes.
For reference.
Me and you can go. We can see your number. And they beat you. no, you get it.
Yeah.
This shouldn't have to be so difficult and so humorous that you need a whole research team who will work and they come and tell us what did we do wrong. You get it? Yeah. We should enter, as long as you want to be part of the award scheme that year. As soon as you drop your song now, you can even put the link to your distributor there so that they can track. It's not a streaming platform. They're just tracking the numbers and then the airplay so that it clears all these things off. Now, the question I ask again so that I can...
About Aseda and Makoma.
Yeah. So they have given King Paluta the option to be part or to add Makoma to the thing. It's all to them. You want to be a monk? No, I don't want to be a monk. I don't want Makoma to be a monk. I want Makoma to be a monk. But you see, I feel like it has left King Paluta a bit shortchanged because of all the artists of the year. I think probably he is one that we say he's the most strongest contender, but he has the lowest among the also my three, which is Stone, King Promise, and King Paluta. King Paluta has the least, and to me, I felt it was because Makoma was out. Because Makoma being in there could have given him that weight. Yes, and you see, that thing is part of the category definition for artists of the year. Yes. You must have a certain number. The last time I counted Ken Promise's own, I think it was 7 or 8 aside the artist of the year. Aside the artist of the year. I'm sure Stoneboy's too, his team will count. So
they'll give us the data.
Yeah, but you see, then as I said, it affects the artist because he has the most 2 or 3 of the most dominant songs the year under review. And now why are you typing me? Leave me alone. And then now, unfortunately, because of the way the scheme is moving, he must have the least number of nominations to make that thing. It's very sad. But as they said, hey, You can either take this one out and put this one in. Either you're there.
Have we arranged our facts?
Well,
Yeah.
no, you see, there is no facts more better than seeing how Ghanaians are canvassing or have been very vocal about how the treatment meted out to the Paluta brand this year. Like we said, we have the right to information so that it informs our decision when we are even doing the initial filing. Recently, the former PRO of Charterhouse and the board came to sit on radio to having gone through the due process, and midway rules have been altered. And the artist takes the blame for something which is no fault of theirs. So that is why we are saying that. Why should the Kimpaluta brand become the scapegoat for a midway alteration of something that should have been on the West outlet for people to be informed? In fact, to the extent that even Group of the Year was announced on the day of nomination. If someone or a group is targeting the TGMA from the onset.
Ebusunya high exclusive 360 TV. Na here is the conversation na ekoswa. Dancegod Lloyd monso abetna so moto conversation so yenko tie your kind.
Or do you not believe that dancers should be included in TGMAs and not to just have their own dance awards?
You asked the question, so okay. I'll leave.
So, my point of view is coming from a different place, right? This thing was not respected years ago, right? And
that is dance.
Yes, and we've pushed it to the point where everybody's accepting it now. And I only believe that we need the industry to be able to take it to another level. Like, there's an extent to which we can do this thing. And if they're able to carry it to that level, then it's much more respected. You know, and everybody makes cases like, okay, then the DJs have been doing this for a very long time. The DJs are not creators. We are creating the choreography. You understand? So and for instance, like the videographers are put in that category because they play a role in this whole music thing, right? But they didn't make the music, right? So if the dancers are creating the choreography for the music video or are creating the choreography to make the song much more appealing or to be able to go the extra, or reach the more audience, right? I feel like we need the industry to be able to take it to another level. That's my point. You know, I don't think we should be trying to compare DJs, and I think everybody plays an integral role in this whole.
So then would you agree with Olele's point of, maybe including the best choreography?
Yes, exactly. Like, that's how it should be. You cannot say best dancer. It should be more about choreography because the choreography is what's, pushing, the songs. So I actually agree with him.
Dancegod. What do you make of the conversation as well?
I was not here earlier. So I didn't really get the
so just to give a bit of context, they make mention of the fact that DJs also are included in the pushing of the song, and so many other people are included in that, like he rightly said, music video directors and all that. But what do you make of dancers being included in TGMAs? Okay,
so over the past years, dancers have really played a very big role. There used to be the Zonto era where we just be doing the dances with the song, and I died off. And then our music was not heard again. Like, when we started creating dance challenges, it became a thing now. Now, when I stay at home, I'm playing like Ghanaian songs because at least some of us have created dance challenges to it. And we want to dance at home. So I feel like we should be considered, right? There should be like a category for us. If it's not even choreography, it should be like something like Dance Influence Song of the Year. I feel like our work is not really being paid attention to. And it's like, oh, I'll just pay for you to just do dance challenge for me. And I'm good to go. Whatever I get from my song being like #1, you don't get the credit. So I feel like we should be considered more. Like dance awards should be there, but we should be like, you can't take away dance from music. You can't separate the two. So, and Ghana, dance is our thing. So if you're celebrating Ghanaian music on that very day, we should add dance to it.
Now, do you also, I'm asking you because you are in the creative point does it put any pressure on you when an artist releases a song and they're coming to you for the song to have to trend? Is there some sort of pressure in creating the dance moves that, okay, this person is entrusting me because they've seen that maybe I did this person's song and the song, you know, went viral. So now I need to create dance moves. So I have to make sure that this song gets to a certain level. Is there any pressure that it puts on you in creation?
So I don't think it's pressure. I think that, you know, you're looking for ears to listen to your song, right?
Yeah.
And we have there to promote the song.
Yeah.
You know, so if, let's say, together, we can accumulate, like, we have like 50 million followers or 100 million followers. If not everybody's listening, at least half of those people might have heard your song.
Okay.
You understand? So it might not go viral, but you're definitely going to get people like, you know, listening or shazamming your song.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit personal. So when I started like creating dance challenges, I wanted to be seen. I wanted the artists to feel like I play a big role in pushing their songs. So in the beginning, they'll come to me and I'm like, the song is good.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do like a rookie thing.
Yeah.
And then they won't come back again. So I'm a little bit like pressured. But now I feel like we've done it for a very long time. So if the song is good, it helps with creativity. I don't have to be stressed.
Right.
I don't have to go through a lot. So sometimes it's the song.
It's more of the song.
Yeah, it's
I
the
mean,
song.
always about the song,
yeah,
really.
It's the song. It's
Okay.
the song.
Now, let me come to you, Olele, you know, to pick your mind on if dance is included in TGMAs. Do you think it would alter the creation process for artists? Because now they would want to make a song that can get a dance challenge, that can fly. Do you think it's something that is going to have any influence one way or the other? Or has it already started?
I mean, the influence, yes. I mean, like he said, over the years, at least light years ago, we saw the switch or we saw the change, you know, in industry and how impactful these dance challenges have really sold Ghanaian music, you know, beyond our borders. And other countries around the world have been able to carry some of these challenges. And, you know, you see, you know, brothers and sisters doing dance challenges in Asia. They are doing dance challenges in America, some even Antarctica. And also, so you definitely want to recognize the influence that, you know, the dance has done for us. And picking back to what he said about Azonto, Azonto is actually a dance, not a genre. So anytime we talk about, oh, Ghana had Azonto is not like High Life, where it was a genre. Azonto was a dance. There's been some level of influence on the artist's work as creators in the booth. However, I think not all artists will benefit from that. I mean, they are service providers. They would also admit that there have been some songs that they've been asked to do challenges for, and they really fly. You know, and it's not their fault. They did their part. They contributed their quota. Perhaps they got paid for it, but the song just didn't fly. And there are songs where they did dance challenges for, and boom, you know, it's gone. It's like social media algorithm. You don't know what is going to pick. You know, they work for the same artist. They've done a song they've done a dance challenge for a particular song from the same artist. The song didn't really fly. Same artist, they did another song for the artist. The song went. So you are not too sure what the ecosystem will respond to. All right. So you can't also say that the artist should also focus fully on releasing songs that will make people do dance challenges. If that's the case, then other categories in such award schemes will not be respected, because you have you have Songwriter of the Year, you have Record of the Year, you have High Life songs. High Life songs don't really need a dance to get it. So we're just saying that we should find a unique way to have them go side by side. I think that we may not have the full complement of what it would be in a dance award, what do you call it, a scheme. But for a music award scheme, you just want to look at choreography, because if you go beyond dance challenges in the future, not to say that dance challenges will be extinct, but it will evolve.
Actually, also just thinking about, you know, the way we have like a best music video, where even though the song is in there, we're acknowledging the video director. Maybe we could have one like that.
It's not just about dance challenges. Like in the music videos, there's choreography.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
When it comes to stage performances, there's movement directors.
Exactly.
And the dancers do that.
That's what I'm saying. If you're looking at choreography, you should have everybody in there,
Yeah.
you know. But the DJs also come for their own. They'll come and fight.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
But I think one thing I want to disagree with my brother is that everybody who happens to do something in the arts is a creator.
Of course.
Okay, because it takes a skill, some level of skill to get people to. Not all DJs are great at what they do. I've been to some parties and the DJs killed the show. As in, not like they made it lit, they killed it. Like we had to go home, right? And they were DJs.
That's a nice killing.
Funny, and there were DJs that took over the decks, and even hype men will start saying, you know what? Well, when I come on stage, I bring the party to the stage. MCs are going. When MCs are going to say, "Oi, I'm the one who requests for your songs to be played here. So what we going to do about that?" You get me? So it's a very tricky conversation, but hey, let's appreciate everybody and what they do. To be fair.
Okay, well, we have just a few minutes to wrap up, so maybe like 30 seconds, final words on this particular one. Moving forward, if you have any thoughts, final gems that you want to drop in there, maybe we could just start with you.
For me, right, I was sitting here and, I heard somebody downplay dance, and it's very sad when you hear people talk like that, because this thing has come from a very far place. So many lives have been changed. Like
we have dance superstars in Ghana.
Like so many lives have been changed.
When they go in convoy.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of them. I saw them at the nominees announcements like this. Can I say what's going on?
So when you downplay it like that, it's some way. We are fighting for what we're doing.
You believe in.
So if the DJs are not fighting for themselves, then that's okay. But let us fight for what we want to fight for. Don't downplay it or speak down on it. So that's all I have to say.
Good.
Lately, Ghanaian music is being listened to because of dance challenges from Ghana.
I like the way you're taking the words one at a time. I'll continue.
Yes, because of dance challenges, and I'm from Ghana, and I'm super proud that some of us, we've really like spearheaded it, and it's going to go a long way. It's going to create more opportunities for young people, talented young people. So, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go, Ghana.
Let's go. Olele.
For me, I want to take the opportunity to say that, and this is word to